Hi, I'm Moby, and I've been a musician now for over 40 years. My thoughts on HealthTunes.org, I'm in favor of anything that promotes the idea of healing. I'm especially in favor of anything that promotes the idea of music as a healing modality. So HealthTunes.org seems like it's really, really well-intentioned and has the potential to bring music as a healing modality to a lot of people. I first got involved in the world of music therapy, or music as a healing modality, about 15 years ago, working with Dr. Oliver Sacks and Dr. Connie Tomeno at the Institute for Music and Neurologic Function. And one of the things I was really amazed by in the work that Dr. Sacks and Dr. Tomeno were doing was that music was actually changing people's neurochemistry, and it was changing people's endocrine system, and it was an actual healing modality. Because up until the time I worked with Dr. Sacks and Dr. Tomeno, I thought that music was just fun. It was nice, I loved it, but I didn't think it had any power beyond the power to make me mildly happy. And what we know now is that music is an actual profound healing modality that can promote neurogenesis, it can decrease stress hormones, it can strengthen your immune system, it can rewire the brain. It's a really, really powerful, remarkable healing modality. And one of the most amazing things about music is that it's free. Traditional Western medicine, I think, is great for certain things, fixing big problems. If my arm was broken, I probably wouldn't be able to heal it by listening to music. I would want to go to a doctor who would set my arm. But a lot of medicine now is actually incredibly toxic. The top 5 leading causes of death in the United States, 2 of them are medical malpractice and prescription medication. So medicine is good for certain things, but it's clearly not working for a lot of other things. So another thing I find really empowering about music is that it's free. Especially that no one buys music anymore. And you don't need a doctor to prescribe music for you. It's just there. It's the music that you love that actually changes your brain and changes your immune system and strengthens you and heals you. And to be honest with you, no one knows how it works or why it works, but it does. Countless studies using fMRIs and PET scans and CAT scans and studying people's blood work just show that music is as powerful, or in many cases more powerful, a healing modality than many conventional Western healing approaches. And the way I see music as medicine, or music as a healing modality, the way I see it evolving is sort of twofold. Is one, people trusting more in the power of music just to be this remarkable force for healing, and people trusting more in their own innate ability to heal themselves. There's so many things that have this powerful force for healing, whether it's nature, nutrition, community, spirituality, music, these things that don't cost anything are incredibly powerful. And I see us moving away from an age when we only trusted doctors, or we only trusted priests, or we only trusted gurus. And now we're learning to trust ourselves. And sometimes, of course, it's good to have a doctor or a priest or a guru, but for a lot of healing, we're actually a lot better off taking care of ourselves. We know ourselves well, and we know what works. We just have to trust that process more. There's one quote from Oliver Sacks, music can pierce the heart directly. It needs no mediation. And I find that very, very interesting and very exciting. Again, the idea that you, or whomever, has the power to prescribe for themselves when it comes to a lot of sort of ubiquitous healing modalities, such as music, nature, nutrition. These things, we can educate ourselves and we can respond to our own subjective needs, rather than spending a lot of money to go to a doctor and waiting in line and getting 5 minutes of their time and having them just write another prescription. Again, sometimes that's great, but more often than not, trusting ourselves and trusting nature and trusting spirit and music to actually heal us. It's been working for billions of years. I don't know why in the last 100 or so years we've exempted ourselves from this path of natural healing. And music is such a huge part of that.
Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going